Hello everybody, this is AG here, and welcome to the Dover Motor Speedway. We are here to qualify for the 11th race of the season here in the 2024 Turkey Hill Truck Series. We're excited for this one. This one definitely a unique racetrack on the schedule, especially unique to what we've seen as of late as well. Still considered a speedway, but a very unique speedway at the very tight corners and not a lot of room to avoid any accidents that may happen. Of course, this race a year ago did go caution-free. However, this racetrack has not been without its fair share of interesting moments. Remember the Wall Cup Series race here back in April. Matt Tuck was on his way to a race win and came down the pit lane late in the going, giving way to Kirsten Bell, who drives for this team of Evans Ross Racing. This is also the truck that won this race last year as well. I believe Logan Williams, when he was driving for these guys last year, won the Nemours Children's Health 200. And this is Leonard Kochmer on his 21st birthday here at the Dover Motor Speedway. Going to be the first driver to clock a lap in here in the first group. 24-2-4-7 for Kochmer there, who is third in points, only 24 points behind Blaine Keys. There's Eric Monaco in the 28 machine, who has qualified very well this season. Has not run very well, unfortunately, but has qualified very well. Monaco's actually all the way down at 35th in points, but he has an 11.4 average starting position. Only Rogel Dorn, Blaine Keys, and Ludovic Charette have a better average starting position than Eric Monaco does this season. That's kind of hard to believe when you really stop and think about it. Now, no one's coming close to Blaine Keys. The Grimace streak is still going on. 5 straight poles for Blaine here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. And he's going for his 6th straight pole here this season. And keep in mind, too, you get a bonus point for each of the poles with this new qualifying format as well. So Blaine has taken advantage of that. Pulled that to a 13-point lead on Nicholas Samidio coming into this race, and he didn't quite get it there. Now, granted, too, this is one of those racetracks where the second, third lap tends to be quicker. Leonard Kochmer, Brian Webb, and Eric Monaco hold into the fast 3 times. That was a fast first lap for Blaine Keys there to 24.016. We'll have to see if he can find himself in that top 3 and once again go for an opportunity at the pole. He does. He moves up to second. Kochmer still fastest. Remember, Leonard Kochmer almost got the pole last week at IRP. Could not hold on to it in that one. He was 2/1000ths of a second off of Blaine in that fast 6. Brian Webb now currently in the, now it's Jack Haas, our last race winner. Got the win at IRP last Friday night. Great run for Jack Haas in that one. He is up to the 3rd position, and you just can't get away from it, can you? What this driver, what this team has been able to do in these qualifying sessions is unbelievable, and they are clearly in a league of their own when it comes to qualifying this season. However, I think I've stated this before, I stated this last week, once we get to the Wall Cup Series next year, there's going to be a larger group of drivers who have this type of power in qualifying. The slightly weaker field in the Truck Series, and Blaine has absolutely taken advantage of that here. And what a run he has going for him. Still hasn't won the pole yet. How about Igor Barreto going to the top of the board? In the 13 machine. Great run for Igor. He's got that thing wired here today. Watkins Glen winner from back in September. We are now in November. Oh, but Blaine's like, never mind. I'm going to take that back away from you. He is still running faster times. He's on his 4th or 5th lap at this point. Now Kochmer actually on the bubble to miss the fast 6. Of course, Leonard Kochmer comes into this race 24 points behind. Of all the non-Groton affiliated drivers, he has the best opportunity at the championship, though Thomas Troxel also is up there as well. And I think it's safe to say at this point in the season, with only 8 races left to go until we crown a champion on Christmas Day, that the championship's going to be one of the top 5 coming into this race. Blaine Keys, Nicholas Samidio, Leonard Kochmer, Thomas Troxel, or Jack Haas. Jack has done an excellent job as of late, however, down in 6th right there, so he was in the fast 6, but then fell off there a little bit. Another great run for Roberto Crown Jr. They are in the 4th position right now, and though they won't make the Fast 6, that is a great starting position there in 7th. They can, in fact, hold on to that. Blaine's going to be the last one out there, too, in that one machine, and we'll have to see if he can, in fact, hold on again. You know, every single one of these thumbnails you guys keep on seeing for these races, this one machine has been the truck that you see. Now, the fascinating thing, while Blaine has been absolutely dominant in qualifying, in terms of the races this season, he actually has the 2nd best average finishing position, only behind Sam Medeo, who is the best average finisher so far this year. But he's right on par with Kochmer, Troxel, and Sam Medeo, and they're all kind of on that same level in terms of the race. It's just been qualifying, as we have seen for the past month and a half, that Blaine Keyes has just gone absolute sicko mode on the field. And once again, he's going to be in the Fast 6 with Igor Brito and Leonard Kochmer. Roberto Crown Jr. will start 7th, Caleb Rose will start 9th, Jack Haas will start 11th, Bruno Diacomo will start 13th, Brian Webb will start 15th, Aaron Abel will start 17th, Avery Alford will start 19th, Joe Rutkowski will start 21st, Emily DeBenedetti will start 23rd, Bryce Egan will start 25th, Corey Case will start 27th, Eric Monaco will start 29th, Andrew Miller will start 31st, Philip Torres will start 33rd, and Jesse Turner will start in the 35th starting position. Let's move on to Group B and see who joins Blaine, Igor, and Leonard for that Fast 6. And here we go for Group B. See if anyone has anything for Blaine Keyes here. Now, granted, both Leonard Kochmer and Igor Brito have fast trucks. There's a good chance that one of them can pull it off. You get Sam Medeo or Troxel in there. I think they're going to have fast trucks as well. Ludovic Charette. You got to get Ludovic in one of these Fast 6 shootouts. She has not had a good season, all things considered. I mean, I know she's 10th in points. I know a lot of these drivers would love to be 10th in points right now, but for Ludovic's standards, she is not running as well as she did last year. By this point last year, she was already the points leader, and then eventually went on to win the championship there with Beacon Quantum Racing, which is very fascinating what ended up happening with that team this year. I think they sit dead last in owners right now. I don't have the owners in front of me at the moment. Matthew Burnett, however, who is in the truck that Ludovic won the championship in last year, is 36th in points. That team really flip-flopped from what they were, but Ludovic has not run as well with a team that, in theory, should be better. Very fascinating what we've seen, and you know, the only consistency that we've really had this season is Blaine Keyes. Everybody else has kind of scrambled behind. But even then in the race, Blaine has found his fair share of bad luck, and you know, just remember Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago when he started on the pole. He clearly did not have the fastest truck and then had that poor pit stop, and that's actually why he's in the position he's in right now. If he had won that race, Blaine would have this championship kind of on lock. 8 races left to go. Not necessarily, of course. Still would be close enough for guys like Sam Medeo and Kochmer to really get there, but it's going to be hard if Blaine keeps on getting into these Fast 6 shootouts. Already a wicked fast time out of Andrew Williams in the 11th. He has come to play here today. That's a very quick first time right there. First lap, I should say. That's faster than Blaine's first lap. And still faster than a couple of guys in that first group. Of course, a lot of these guys get their faster times later on in the run. He did not improve as well, though, in the 11 machine. Only a 9:05 right there. Ludovic is now 9:31 in the 2 machine. Sam Medeo is the other guy to watch out for, though Sam Medeo does not qualify near as well as his championship rivals. As the top 5 in points, he actually has the worst average starting position of the top 5 in points coming into this race. The 16.3, of course, compare that to Blaine's 3.1, which he may end up being even higher than that, or lower than that, I should say, once we are all said and done here from Dover. And Ludovic Charette, there we go. If there is anyone that can, in fact, beat Blaine Keyes for the pole position, it is Ludovic Charette, who is already faster than Blaine Keyes here in the session. So is Rogel Dorn in the 98. Keep in mind, the weather conditions are identical for both of these sessions. So Ludovic and Rogel right there, both faster than Blaine Keyes. That's a good sign. Of course, Matt won't mind it if Ludovic's the one that beats Blaine Keyes' streak right here. But who is it going to be? That's the big question. It could be Logan Williams, who is the only other driver who has won multiple poles this season. Did rebound fairly well And I say fairly well, maybe about as well as this team can really do at this point at IRP. He actually had a shot at the race win, was the leader in a late race restart, got shuffled back and got caught up in an accident, finished in the 11th position, I do believe. He's up to 26th in points. He's got no shot at the championship, but he is the defending winner of this race. Nathan Stapleton just went to second. That 61 is wired in as well. Very quick time out of Stapleton, and both of the Triad trucks in this Fast 6. This is a team they should be. Trust me when I say this, from what I see, and I only see it as well, they should be running a lot better than what they've been running this season. And I think they might be turning the corner on their momentum. It's too late at this point, unfortunately, for them to have any chance at any championship. But they can definitely compete for some race wins before the season is out. And a run like this, especially in qualifying, look at that. That's the fastest time set all day up to this point. And Nathan just got it there at 23.545. That is nearly a full 10th of a second, and full 100th, I should say. No, yeah, full 10th of a second, almost a full 10th of a second ahead of Blaine Keys. That's some significant time right there in that 61 machine. I think it's safe to say that Stapleton is going to be in that Fast 6. All these guys are faster than Blaine right here. Even Derek Hamill in the 51, which he's actually made quite a few of these Fast 6 as of late as well, but it does not appear he's going to have enough to make it here. So Derek Hamill looking to start 8th for tomorrow's race. Of course, noon Eastern time. Got ourselves the Nemours Children's Health 250 laps here at Dover. We'll have a cycle of pit stops. Going to play out similarly to IRP, just hopefully without the leader wrecking out a car coming into the pit lane like we did last week. That was certainly a moment. Roland Orange down in 5th now. So you've got the top 5 drivers in the session, all faster than what Blaine Keys was in Group A. I'm trying to talk it up. Will any of these guys, and there's a very good group of guys who could, in fact, get to Blaine Keys and possibly start on the pole. Nicholas Samedeo, by the way, and I mentioned Samedeo's average starting position. Well, it's going to continue to be worse right there, as he's got 7th quickest in this session. That's going to be good for 14th. He actually will improve his average starting time with that one, but not by much. Stapleton, Nathan Stapleton, Ludovic Charette, and Logan Williams joined Blaine Keys, Igor Barreto, and who was the other guy? Leonard Kochmer in the 39. We'll see. This is going to be a fascinating Fast 6 because all 6 of these guys have the truck and the talent to do it. But will anybody get to Blaine Keys? We won't know until the very last truck. Derek Hamill will start in 8th. Royal Dorn will start 10th. Thomas Troxel will start 12th. Nicholas Samedeo will start 14th. Skep Silver will start 16th. LJ Cemento will start 18th. Laura Chung will start 20th. Andrew Williams will start 22nd. Matthew Hubert will start 24th. Christian Vargas will start 26th. Zachary Fitzwater will start 28th. Matthew Burnett will start 30th. Justin Zeidel will start 32nd. Duncan Ward will start 34th. Skylar Taylor will start in the 36th position. Let's go ahead, get on to the Fast 6 and see who wins the pole here for the Nemours Children's Health 200 at Dover. And here we go. Logan Williams going to be the first driver out here in the 72 machine. Of course, he's already won 2 poles this season. They came earlier on in the season. I think that was Darlington and Atlanta. Yeah, it was Darlington and Atlanta. The rest of the season has not gone his way. Though he had a very strong run at IRP last week, there is clearly speed in this truck, and both the Triad trucks for that matter. They may have finally gotten their speed. About 150 across the line for Logan Williams there. Of course, these times will be slower than the fastest times we saw in the group sessions. Minimizing about 133 there through turns 1 and 2. And peaking out about 160 going down the backstretch. And minimized about 135. It's the benchmark time, 24.111 for Logan Williams. We'll see how that stacks up with the other 5 drivers here in the Fast 6 shootout at Dover. Next driver in line here, Leonard Kochmer. And this is a driver who I feel like he's about to get a win at some point. 3rd in points here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series, 24 points behind. This could very well be the race Leonard wins tomorrow. It's the truck that won this race a year ago, and Leonard absolutely has proven that he can get up to the front and win some races. See how his time compares here to Logan Williams. Logan was about 150 across the line, about the same there for Leonard Koshmer there. 156 is a maximum going into turn 1. 131 there as a minimum in the turn 1. Those Triad trucks, I think, are set up very well for this track specifically, more so than any other team. Of course, both of those trucks, both the Velocitar trucks in this session, I don't think this is going to compare to Logan's time. It will not, 24.209, so it will not be a birthday pull for Leonard Koshmer. He is now second quickest here in the Nemours Children's Health 200 qualifying. And here we go with Ludovic Charette. He has not had near as many Fast 6 runs as your teammate Blaine Keys has had this season. However, if there was a truck and a driver that could beat Blaine Keys, this is it right here. Ludovic Charette trying to beat a 24.111 set by Logan Williams, who currently has the fastest time here. See what she can do here across the line. Definitely looks like a little bit more speed there going in the turn number 1 than what Logan had. And a lot more speed than what Koshmer had through 1 and 2. This may be it right here. A lot of it really just comes down to the truck itself and the Velocitar trucks. Some of the fastest trucks out there on the racetrack. Ludovic Charette coming across the line to complete her lap here in qualifying. 23.951, top of the board for Ludovic Charette here at Dover. And here we go for Igor Barreto in the number 13. Won the pole at Watkins Glen. I believe that may have been the last time he was in the Fast 6 this season, but nonetheless, still very solid driver and team combination, obviously within the Grattan Autosport umbrella at Webb Racing Enterprises. Though Igor does own and has the affiliation with Dodge over in the Wawa Cup Series, he's going to also have a fast time here. He actually may be faster than Ludovic. A bit slower into the corner, though, than Ludovic was, but he's a bit lower into the corner as well, so we'll have to see if that ends up accounting for something there, but definitely a lot more speed than Logan Williams. This could be a tight one between Barreto and Charette. I feel like Charette's going to have the advantage here. We'll have to see across the line. Igor Barreto goes 24.010. That's good enough for second quickest right now. It's down to Nathan Stapleton and Blaine Keys here in the Fast 6 at Dover. And here is the big staple. Number 61 and Nathan Stapleton has not been a good season for Stapleton. 30th in points coming into this race. He's actually lower than his teammate Logan Williams in the standings right now. However, fastest time in either group, so we'll have to see if that ends up working out for him here. I do feel like, though, my theory, I was thinking about this here just now, I feel like the Triad trucks, more or less, well, there's a lot of speed, though, coming across the line for Stapleton. But he really had to check it up, though, into the corner. We'll have to see if that ends up hurting him on the other end right here. I feel like these Triad trucks have better long-run speed than maybe the Velocitar trucks do. We'll have to see if that ends up being the case. This is still going to be a great time out of Stapleton. I don't think it's going to be enough, though, to get to Ludovic Charette. It'll be a 24.016, just a notch below Igor Barreto for third. So, Team Velocitar, they're going to start on the pole no matter what here today at Dover. Just will it be Blaine Keys or will it be Ludovic Charette? We'll have to see. Let's see what Blaine does here in his lap here at Dover Motor Speedway. Last, but certainly not least. And if you look at the average starting position this season, you'll see that it's far from that. He has a 8 position, a better average start than the next driver in line. And that being Rogel Dorn, I should say, who actually has the second best average starting. But that will change with Ludovic Charette, who will have a much better run. And this is, wow, it's over, guys. I think it's going to end here today. And I don't even think Blaine is going to get front row with that. That was a very slow 1 and 2. Truck really not picking up the speed that I think we initially thought, and minimizing 134. It is done. The streak is over for Blaine Keys. Team Velocitar holds it up with Ludovic Charette winning the pole for the Nemours Children's Health 200. Blaine Keys going to start 5th for tomorrow's race here at Dover. All right, there is your starting lineup, and, well, If it wasn't going to be Blaine Keys, I guess it was going to be Ludovic Charette. A great run for her, though. Like I said, it's not been the best of seasons for her up to this point, and she's going to be starting tomorrow's race from the pole alongside Igar Barretto. How about Triad Racing, though? Watch out for Nathan Stapleton tomorrow. Definitely a very good dark horse pick, I feel like, for tomorrow's race. Logan Williams going to start alongside him there. Great run for Triad there in qualifying. And what a surprise run from Blaine Keys, 24.172 compared to the 23.951 set by his teammate. Blaine is going to start in 5th, but he's still going to be on the inside lane, so watch out. Leonard Kochmer will start in 6th. Then row 4, Roberto Crown Jr. and Derek Hamill, Caleb Rose and Rogel Dorn in row 5, Jack Haas and Thomas Troxel in row 6, Bruno Diacomo and Nicholas Samidio in row 7, Brian Webb, Skep Silver in row 8, Aaron Abel and LJ Sameto in row 9, Avery Alford, Laura Shung in row 10, Joe Rakowski, Andrew Williams in row 11, Emily DeBenedetti and Matthew Hubert in row 12, Bryce Egan, Christian Vargas in row 13, Corey Kay, Zachary Fitzwater in row 14, Eric Monaco and Matthew Burnett in row 15, Andrew Miller, Justin Zeidel row 16, Philip Torres, Duncan Ward row 17, Jesse Turner and Skylar Taylor in row 18. Tomorrow at noon Eastern Time, it's the Nemours Children's Health 200 here from the Dover Motor Speedway. We'll see who gets the win. It's going to be fascinating, especially with Blaine finally not starting on the pole. The Grimace streak is over. That was 5 straight poles for Blaine Keys. It ends here today with his teammate Ludovic Charette winning the pole here at the Dover Motor Speedway. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the 11th race of the season in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. And congratulations to Ludovic Charette on her pole. I will see you guys later.